Okay, test number 2. All right. All right, audio check. Perfect. All right, folks, we're back. I've adjusted a couple of settings. We're going to see if we can't get these live streams to record. All right. Okay, so I'm going to pretty much start all over here and let you guys know that I'm on a PVE server. It's a no raid, no kill on site. Um, Flagged bases are, you're not allowed to raid them. You are allowed to raid an unflagged base or unflagged stash. Let's see, it's an economy driven server that relies on looting and hunting for financial gain. You can sell your base. You can also buy custom bases. Hey, Super Mike. Thank you very much. Let me just read this real quick. We get quite the message here. Well, Super Mike, I appreciate it. I just got started, so I'm not quite sure where this channel's going yet. I do appreciate the sub though, and we're just gonna take this slow and see where it goes. Okay. So yeah, it's a PVE only server, economy based, hunting. Hunting's where the money's at. Let's see. I don't think I have any pelts on me. I just went to the trader and sold all my pelts and a lot of my goodies, but pretty much everything I have here is just supplies I'll need. I mean, the season's going to end here in a couple of weeks. Banks will probably close in a week or so. So a lot of this stuff will just get sold. It's kind of my collection of optics. Still have yet to come across an assault helmet for these NVGs, but not all that necessary. And we are a weekly wipe on vehicles. It's a mad dash once a week to try to find a vehicle. So, take my vehicle, I'll go looting. There's my watchtower. All right, folks, I'm going to put you on pause to open my gate. I'll be back in just a minute. If I can figure out how to do it. Okay. Alright, pause. Alright, we're back. Alright, folks, let's see. We're going to go up and do a little more sniping, and I'll fill you guys in on what this server's about a little bit. I'd like to take you guys through this next season and let you know that DayZ doesn't have to be just PvP killing each other. It can be a little more fun than that, a little more involved. So here we've got a pretty good community. It's a PvP only, economy driven server. I think I've mentioned that a few times now. Yeah, you make money, make enough money, you can buy stuff. You can buy, you know, custom bases, car spawns. I mean, most of the upgrades are based on having a custom base, but car spawns, truck spawns. You can do an auto ban at your base. So if anyone comes, tries to break in your base, they end up getting banned. There we go, sighted in a little high there. So that's a nice feature. Probably doesn't make it all that friendly to have friends over, but it looked like I was right in the dick. Yeah, so welcome to my base. House I've taken over with a couple of watchtowers to get up on the roof. Got my garage right there. I like to come up here and just snipe zombies in this next town over. Now that I've made enough money for a custom base, which we'll go over later, next season, hopefully I can get that base up and running for you guys, so we'll have a little bit more of a secure area. But for now, let's just pick off some people. All right, let's do 300 yard. Yeah, right in the legs. Let's see if we crippled him. Nope, he's down for the count. See if we can take out some legs. Oh, I think that was a miss. And that was a hit. Yeah, so I do a lot of hunting. That's how I make my money. Bear, wolf pelts. Pick up a few guns and some loot on the way. Most of the loot just ends up going into storage as extra stuff, and then when it fills up, I'll sell that loot to the trader. So that's how I've acquired about 5 million of in-game currency. Bears are worth about 35,000. Wolves are worth about 15,000. So it could be a pretty lucrative gig. Okay, this is Dayz Livonia map. Got a basic white flag here. Yeah. So on the server, next in a couple weeks it'll reset. All bases will disappear. We'll get thrown back to well, the proverbial coast, which would be north along the river generally, here on this server, spawn town. So I'll get respawned. I'll have nothing but the money I made this season. I'm probably going to purchase a custom base since I have the money for it. So that'll be a next season upgrade. Alright, so I think what I'll do is I'm going to take you guys for a hunt and I'll show you how I make money. All this money is through the Discord. Okay, nobody leak my codes, please. Don't want want to get raided here. All right. Well, we're just gonna close this one. Trusting you guys. So we do occasionally get griefers on this server, but not too frequently on at least on Livonia, the Chernarus version of the server. They seem to get griefers quite a bit. I don't know if that's just Chernarus or Chernarus, however you guys want to pronounce it. I don't know if that's just the more common map, so that's where people go. Right. Okay, let's go see if we can find some bear. Gunter is my least favorite vehicle. Well, the truck is probably my least favorite, then the Humvee. And then the Gunter. I'd rather have an Olga. 400 storage in the back versus the 300 for all the other cars, minus the truck. Relatively nimble, good off-road. The Gunter, however, kind of sucks. Hope there's no gas in this town. Let's see who's online. No, maybe we won't do that. Alright, I'm going to check down here first. Should have grabbed a sharpening stone. I think my knife is, might not last too long. The steel... Oh, I have a combat boot in my knife. A combat knife in my boot I can use. Yeah, let's just find some animals first. For those of you familiar with the map, this is we're kind of heading towards Dolnik ish, or Konopki, I guess. This is where we're at right about now. Usually a bear spawn in here somewhere if someone hasn't already gotten it. Well, they're not guaranteed to show up anyways. Alright, let's take this dirt road. I killed 2 bears in here yesterday. Nothing else, we'll make it down to the hunting camps here. Let's see if there's any gun cleaning kits or leather repair kits. So I've played a handful of other servers, even quite a few PVE servers, and well, none of them have quite held up to this one so far. It's a really good sense of community, especially, you know, on the Discord. People willing to help each other. Warn you about grifters, bring you spare parts if you need it. I'm hoping I got my Twitch settings right. This will be saved so I can post it on there and not just do only live streams. Get currently 0 viewers, so get a little content out there. Let's see where that takes us. Alright, doors are closed. That's a good sign. Alright, let's see what we can scrounge up here. Hoping for some gun cleaning kits. Food's always good. Hey, we got ourselves a longhorn. Damaged condition. That's not too bad. So I can sell that to the trader. It's just got to be in either pristine or worn condition. I think the longhorn might be worth a couple of grand. It's not much, but it helps. Do a test fire. I'm sure we got a zombie around here somewhere. Oh, what is that? A pack of cigarettes? Oh, 308. That'll work. Hunting knife. Good deal. Oh, 380. I don't mess with 380. 9mm 45 for my handgun. Everything else seems like a waste of time. Campfire tripod. In case I wanted to cook some food over an open fire. 7.62 by 54. Every box of ammo is, or stack of 20 is worth $1,000. It's not much, but it adds up. A blaze. Oh, let's see here. I guess we'll put the blaze in our hands. What's that? I think that's what, a double barrel 308. Nothing much in here. Welcome, viewer. Ideas. All right, let's see if we can hurt ourselves a little bit here. Let's go. Oh, how do I switch that? There we go. We're gonna shoot both shells at once. Oh yeah. Showing up a... Oh no, it's ruined. Okay, alright. So I'm gonna keep that in my hands. What else we got in here? Come on, leather repair kit, No. Heat pack, no thank you. This isn't Sakal, I don't need a heat pack. I don't need chlorine tab. Oh, gun cleaning kit. Inventory's full. Sounds like a zombie. Let's get that zombie. We'll go put some stuff in the trunk. I think I got a backpack in my backpack. Where are you? All right, we get rid of that, and we can pick that up. If that zombie shows himself, we'll do the longhorn. All right, see what's in the shed. Well, loose rounds. I don't need loose rounds. Another gun cleaning kit. That's what I need. Like I said, in order to sell guns or gun attachments, magazines, anything like that to the trader, they need to be in either worn or pristine condition. So, gun cleaning kits come in pretty important for cleaning stuff up, being able to sell it. Okay, let's go see if we can find a bear. Check these cars real quick. I need a headlight bulb. Nights get pretty dark without them. Just a heat pack. Nothing. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about nighttime quite yet. Abbaset 892. Well, I appreciate it. Alright, let's go find some bear. So I'm hoping to take you guys on a journey here in this next season, which will start in a couple of weeks. Show you kind of going from having nothing to having something, showing you the economy aspect of a PvE server. I know a lot of you PvP players get some pretty serious paranoia. A few guys I play with, man, they have a hard time shaking that paranoia. I bring them over here and show them that there's an economy. People are community based, and they don't. Most of the people on these servers, minus the few grifters, really don't mean you any harm. They want to help you. They want to just enjoy the game for what it is, and not be constantly watching behind their back and checking every twig that breaks. This is a little more, hopefully, what it would be like if we were in an actual apocalyptic situation like this. People would have to come together, not just kill each other. It's not a bad little loot location. Those two buildings usually can find something worth a little bit of money. Sorry if I'm not responding to chats on Twitch. It's on my phone, so it's a little hard to drive and type and all that good stuff. Sometimes there's a bear spawn in here. Only got him twice, but you know, 35,000 a bear. It's worth checking. So next season, I'll start with nothing again. I'll make my way probably back to the same area. I really like being out in the middle of nowhere. Get less people coming through. Get no, you know, when people grief a server, they spawn in and they seem to really just hang around the spawn towns. That's where any problems we have on this server generally arise from spawn towns or just people, you know, making mistakes, which happens. You know, you shoot a zombie, someone's behind it. Uh, you know, you get banned for killing other people. If it's an accident, you can prove it. You get unbanned. They're pretty good about reading the situation and making a good call here. There is a PvP zone over in the northwest airfield. I think there's a teleporter to get in. So if you're on this server and you feel like doing some PvP, there's a spot for that. We do lots of events. We'll do fishing events, boxing events. We'll do like wolf versus man in an arena, bear versus man in an arena. Handful of different events like that you can participate in if you'd like, but I prefer to mostly keep to myself. Got a few people I play with here, mostly just try to help them out. Alright, looking for a bear. So Dolnik is behind us. I can't remember the name of this town. This town and one more little drive-through town. These do sometimes get gassed out. Just got to be a little cautious driving through. You hear the whistle run. So if I rack up enough pelts today, I'll take you guys along to the trader. Show you how the trader is set up. So here what it is you put in a ticket. If you've got items to sell or buy, you put in a ticket. I almost never buy, I mostly just sell. So I'll put in a support ticket through the Discord. Let them know that I've got items to sell. They'll give me a locker number and a locker code. I drive to the trader with my loot. I find my locker. I unlock it. I put all my stuff in the burn barrels that are in those lockers. I change the code. I send the code through the ticket to the administrator. When they get a moment, they'll go through my stuff, see what I have, and they'll pay me for it. They'll adjust my bank account from there, and then I've got money. So buying is similar, but you know, you put in the ticket, say, hey, I'd like to buy, you know, this item or that item, and they don't sell guns, but they sell almost everything else here. And they'll get back to you with a locker and a code. You go pick your stuff up, and you'll pay them through the Discord app. So it's a pretty smooth system. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty smooth. So I find if I'm doing mostly hunting, so I'm bringing in just pelts, I got enough storage back at base to hold about 2 or 3 carloads worth of stuff. So if I bring in 3 carloads, it usually puts me at about right around $500,000. So it's very lucrative hunting. Alright, let's see. Sometimes we got a bear sitting up. Let's go take a look. No, nothing today. So the server resets every 4 hours. We're a little over halfway through one server reset, so maybe all the animals, it's the end of season, everybody's pushing to get their money. Sometimes the animals are, it's definitely a little competition. Sometimes you're out here and so is everybody else trying to find them. Nothing up there today. All right. I appreciate you, viewer. Hope I'm not boring you too much. Can't tell if I heard something. Sometimes the bear are off at a distance and they growl. Good tactic I found is if you think maybe you heard something, but maybe that bear's a little far from the road and I can't quite hear him. I'm gonna touch off a few rounds. I think the animals are kind of activated by noise. So, like, you can sneak around the woods and avoid the bear. But if you're too loud, the bear hears you. So, you fire off a few shots, sometimes you'll get something to come out of the woods. We're going to do a quick run up here and just see if we can't... Sometimes there's a wolf spawn that happens right up here. You know, and I don't see any meat or guts in the road. That's a good sign. Oh, there was some meat back there. Alright, we'll turn around and check that out. See whether that was bear or wolf. You can tell if somebody's been in the area. Sometimes the guts don't despawn, but... Oh, hear that? That's wolves. Alright, folks. They should be coming in here. I don't know if you guys heard it. They'll howl again. There they are. Let's see if I got any more ammo. Oh boy, I probably should have reloaded a few mags before I left the house. Just shooting to get their attention. I think I drove by the spawn, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. And I usually like running them over. It keeps the pelts pristine, but they're pretty quick on their feet. They can be kind of hard to hit in a big clumsy car, so... They sound closer. Sometimes they get on to somebody else and you hear them, but they don't come to you. They make a little bit of noise, get them coming in. I heard something. Oh yeah, oh he might get me. It's just the one. Yeah, sometimes if someone else has already shot most of the herd, or the pack, that they'll come, you'll get a single later on. You'll get the leftovers. Well, hey, one kill's better than nothing. 15,000 bucks here. I guess it's advised to not eat the meat, so we're gonna leave that. All right, see how we did. Pristine. Pristine. Nice. A lot of times you shoot them there. Pelts get damaged, you gotta fix them with the leather sewing kit. Not today. All right. Let's see what else we can scrounge up. We were gonna check that, weren't we? Was that meat back here? I'm assuming it was wolf. No, maybe further down. Let's investigate. Wolf steak. Okay, so somebody got a wolf here earlier. Looks like they got a couple of them. Good for them. You know, there's people who play don't always know that the wolf and bears are worth so much. I've come across it before where you get a pack of wolves killed or a couple of bear killed, and they skin it out for the fat to eat, and they leave the rest of it behind. So I come along and, you know, you got one dead bear there, that's 35,000 bucks I just picked up off the ground. That's pretty good. This town gets bombed with gas also. Looks like we're good right now. Old chicken. Alright, let's head north first. There's a couple bear spawns all around here, and I haven't seen anything yet, so hopefully we'll run across one. A few weeks ago I was down here and I had a pack of wolves howl at me. I parked like I did earlier. They came up, I was shooting them, and a bear came out of nowhere. I had to hop back in my car and run them over. While I was skinning them out, I heard another bear. I think I ended up with 4 or 5 wolves and 3 bear that day. Just from that one spot, just that one run. I think I had to actually stash some of the pelts and come back for them. Yeah, so next season, I'll start off in the spawn town. I'll make my way back to my base area, which I should have a custom base design there. Actually, I'll show you guys a custom base. I can show you from the outside. That one not too far from here. If I can make another $1 million this season in the next couple of weeks, I'll do the custom base, and I'll do a Gunter spawn. I hate the Gunter, but you know, having a vehicle always available to you is pretty big on this server. Every Thursday, the admins will do a random vehicle wipe on Thursdays. So you don't know if it's going to be early in the morning. You don't know if it's going to be at midnight. It's not during a server reset, so your vehicle can just vanish. So if you're out hunting and they do a server wipe, you lose everything in your truck. Not a big deal. Still kind of sucks if you're trying to grind. If I get a Gunter spawn, I don't have to worry about that. We'll check down there on our way back too, see if there's a military convoy. Right, custom base is up here on the right. So this is what I'm looking to purchase for next season. Right, it's got its own platform with watchtower. Watchtower house. I guess there's 10 or 12 different options to choose from. I don't want to get too close to it. It's got probably has an auto ban. And he's got his flag up. He's got his Gunter spawn. So he can go hunting anytime. Base like that costs $3 million. Gunter spawn I think is $2.5 million. So So 5.5 million, you get yourself a home and a car. I think the end of last season, I started the server. There was about 2 weeks left of the server, of the season. And I made about $1.5 million. So it's definitely doable. I've taken it pretty easy the last 3 weeks. I haven't really been doing any heavy trading. What do we got up here? Is that a good truck or a junk truck? Probably a junk truck. Yeah, no canopy. Well, let's see if it's got anything in it. Looking for a headlight bulb. Nada. T-shirt. Get out of here. So, all animal pelts in this game are worth money. Bear and wolves are just worth the most, but the deer, any livestock animals, you kill enough chickens to get a, I think it's 20 feathers. That's worth some money. It's not much, but hey, if you're killing the chicken for the food anyways, you save the feathers. Actually, we're going to take that dirt road back there. I'm going to find you guys a bear. Check this little camp up here. We'll finish out this dirt road. Maybe we'll head back towards Dolnik. There's another little hunting camp out there that sometimes has a gun, sometimes has a GPS receiver. Never been into those, really. I tried using one. Seemed like a hard way to use a map. Unknown food can. I would advise staying right away from those. If any of you are new players, there's ways to eat them. If it's all you got, you eat just a little bit at a time. But I don't mess with it. I got sick off it once, and it was like 2 hours of misery. Getting sick, throw it up. You throw up all your water, especially like beginning of the game. You start throwing up your water, you get nothing. Gets real bad real quick. What else? The wild boar, I think, are worth 3,000. Their pelts are worth 3,000. Deer, I think, are worth 3,000. What else? Fox, you can hunt fox here. I think the new update gave them headdresses, so the headdresses are worth money. The pelts are worth money. You cook the meat, you can sell the meat to the trader. I don't know if it's you know, early game, maybe it's worth the time to do it if you can kill a couple of cows and sit there by a fire. But late in the game, it's not a real efficient use of time. I think it's $1,000 a steak. So, you know, you shoot a cow, that's you know, get 18 steaks off of it. That's $9 grand, so it's not bad. It'll buy you a little bit of ammo if you're running low. See if this Gunter will get up this hill. Usually the bear will attack you if they see you, even in the car. Sometimes they don't. So if I see a bear at a distance, or like sometimes they'll just run away. So I will take the car and try to chase them through the woods. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So I'll hop out. I'll hop out and shoot them once. That'll piss them off enough to come after me. I hop back in the car, and then I can kill them out here on the road. Alright, back on the main drag. I'm going to take a right. I'm going to head back to where we've been already. Sounds like somebody shooting down there. Thought I heard a bear. Maybe that was them. Alright, we'll leave them alone. I was playing yesterday with some friends, trying to get them some pelts, and I was going through this town down here, and I don't know what was wrong with me. The guy that was approaching me was definitely not the guy I was playing with. He was dressed totally different. It didn't click to me. He said he had people near him, and I said I had people near me, and I thought it was him, and it wasn't. Some other guy. So I shot the guy's wolves out from underneath him, scun him, and took him, and kind of felt bad. Thought it was a guy I was hunting with. Saw something brown out here. Might have just been a bush or something not rendered in yet. Alright, let's go see if this military convoy's here. Oh, yeah, military convoy. Sweet. See if we can find some higher tier weapons, or maybe there's no zombies here. Maybe someone's gotten to it. No, I don't know. The gun's sitting right there. Ghillie suit. Yeah, nothing good there. Let's see what this weapon is. Ooh, VSD. Probably got a magazine for that somewhere. So VSD. I don't know if that's considered high tier or low tier, but it's worth more than a lot of other stuff I pick up. Field vest, nothing in it. I don't need that. I could even take the field vests and sell them. A little box of 308. Let's see, anything back here? Ah, I'm too fat. don't think there's anything back there. Ghillie rifle wrap. Thank you. Okay, drum mags. Let's get, 3 boxes, almost 4 boxes of ammo in it at $1,000 a piece. If I pull those out, stack that ammo up, that's $4,000 plus the magazine. Ballistics helmet. What am I wearing? Same thing, right? Yeah, same thing, same condition. No point in trading. Lamas. That's worth some money. Ooh, a potato. Spot out. Alright, well, hey, we got a couple guns out of that. That's, 7 or 8 grand total. That's not bad for just stopping by. Simony 3, I don't know if you're just spamming me or what, but in 2 minutes you sent me all the same thing. Alright, viewer, I gotta take a leak. I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Screw it. Let's take this dirt. Let's take this dirt path. Haven't had much luck on the pavement today. are we gonna have up there? We're gonna have a gun, we're gonna have a knife, or clothing? Ooh, neither. Food. Gotta say, out of the games that I've played, this one's got some pretty nice scenery. Seem mad about something, bro. Alright, let's go do the Dolnik loop one more time. See if we can't scare up a bear. Go hit some of these woods roads up to our left here once we run our little route. Thanks for hanging in there, viewer. Don't mind the bump. Alright, let's check up here a little ways. Some days you can't keep the bear away from you. Other days it's like they're nowhere to be found. If anyone has any questions about this server, how it operates, how the economy works, anything like that, go ahead and comment. I know it seems like it'd be hard to find a good server that's PVE, but they're out there. Alright, where do we want to go next? I'm gonna head back this way, finish that Dolnik loop. Pedestrian. Sorry, folks, I was a little distracted there. You know what? Screw it. We'll go in from this side. We'll go check this little military compound. Sometimes there's a bear there. You know, especially if I'm on foot. Hey, there we go. Alright, it's on. Hopefully it's... Oh yeah, they're already here. Oh my god. Well, just 2 today, huh? Yeah, like I said, they're usually in packs of like 3 or 4 to 6. They have a course that they run, so this could be a different wolf pack than the one I got earlier today. They have a like an AI. I don't know if it's AI or what it is, but they have a route they run if they're gonna spawn in. I think they go from like a what do they call it? Like a resting mode to a hunting mode. Sometimes you come across them and they don't howl. They're just running and don't even know you're there. I think that must be their resting mode. Oh, did I damage it or did I ruin it? Ruined. It's not worth taking. And no headdress on that wolf. Oh, we got a little shafted here, folks. That's all right. Looks like the sun's starting to set. Sure could use a headlight bulb pretty soon. Alright, this military area gets gassed out too, but the last week or two, I actually haven't seen squat for gas. I don't know what the deal with that is. Beforehand, it seemed like once or twice a server reset, the gas would hit here. Alright, well, we'll scope this out. I do need some handgun ammo. 380. It's boxed, so I'll sell it. Otherwise, I don't really want the 380. 308. So we'll check here on our way back out of here too. I don't know why, but these tables, if you take the stuff off them, it seems to spawn back in. Let's see, what do we got way up there on the hill? Just a dude. Alright, let's see. K101 mag. That takes the 5.56 by 45. Box of ammo. Yeah, so each item I just picked up there was worth $1,000. Plus whatever was in there for in the magazines for ammo I can sell. Another ballistics helmet. Could probably sell that too. SKS bayonet. No thanks. Alright, we checked there, we checked here. Nice. Smoke grenade. That equip to my... Nice, automatically equipped. No thanks. Right. This is where I usually find grenades. If they're here, they're usually in here. Nothing today. You know, oh, hey. Helicopter crash. Let's go check that out. Let's do it the easy way. Yeah, these helicopters will crash throughout the map. Multiple locations, but the location changes, and they'll have some relatively decent loot in there. We're gonna get rid of all these pesky zombies first. Is he right behind me? No. Alright, let's see what we got here. So I'm pretty well geared up, so there's not a whole lot in these helicopter crashes that I need, but, you know, hey, 4x32, I'll take it. Jungle boots, tactical vest, compensator, we got box of ammo, 9x39, need 9x19. Ghillie shrug, no thanks. Hey, that's a magazine. That's $1,000 plus the ammo. CCU jacket. What do we got? 9mm? 45. I will take it. Yep, even the clothing's worth money on here. Just gotta be in, you know, worn or pristine condition and they'll buy it. Oy, oy, oy. Alright, let's go back to these bunkhouses. See if there's anything good in there. $11.25. about a half an hour to server reset. So, maybe we'll do this and we'll go back to base and get some magazines loaded up. After server reset, we'll come back out and should be plenty of bear, plenty of wolf. Yeah. No thanks. Is this a Vega mag? Lar mag. Sweet. $1,000. $1,000. Well, more like 2,000. There's a box of ammo in either one of those. Ooh, a claymore. Man, I haven't seen one of these in quite a while. Even field transceivers are worth, I think, $1,000 bucks. But man, they just take up so much room. I mean, even these parts do. So much stuff I should be taking. If this were beginning of the season and I was hard up for money, I'd be taking all of that. See if I got anything else here. Full magazine. Oh, he's outside. All right, another field transceiver. Hopefully he was growling at me and not someone coming to take my car off my hands. It's a no-raid server, but you gotta protect your shit, you know? Ooh, gun jammed. Alright, well, that wasn't very productive. We'll have to clean that pistol when we get home. I'm not good at melee. Never had a vehicle stolen, but I certainly worry about it when I leave it fired up like that. We'll take this dirt road home, see if we don't startle up a bear. Gotta give the old Gunter everything she's got on these hills. do this. We'll do this loop real quick before we head back to base. We'll unload some stuff, get some magazines loaded up. Big glitchy through Kadopki. Bear with me. Well, no luck. Well, it sounded like another helicopter crash off in the distance. There's another custom base down there. Alright, gonna have to bang some gears pretty hard here. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, we got that one. Alright, try to avoid some fences and hay bales in this field. Whoa. Alright, so almost back to base here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off the stream, and I'll try to get myself geared up to go on another hunt here this afternoon in like the next half an hour or 45 minutes. But for now, I'm going to try to get everything put away, get myself geared up, and we'll do another stream here soon. Excited to share some of the nice aspects of the server with you guys. Again, DayZ doesn't have to be all about paranoia. Oh, looks like we're gonna get wet here. Alright, well hey, if you enjoyed this, follow so you know when I'm doing other live streams, and yeah, we'll try to show you guys this whole next season. See if I can figure out how to do any of this stuff. Alright, until next time, hopefully soon. Hopefully I'll be back on, and in like half an hour, we'll do it again. We'll go do some fresh server reset bear hunting. Take care.